Dear students, now additional problem 3.11. Read each statement below carefully and state with reasons and examples if it is true or false. A particle in one-dimensional motion. This is very important. The particle is in one-dimensional motion. First one. With zero speed at an instant, may have non-zero acceleration at that instant. See, from ground, if you project a body with certain velocity, gradually its speed decreases and becomes zero. So at the highest point, speed is zero, but acceleration not zero. Okay. So this is over. Next, B. With zero speed may have non-zero velocity. Okay, here let me write it true. Because for upward thrown body at highest point velocity is zero, but acceleration not equal to zero. Right. Next, let us go for B. With zero speed may have non-zero velocity. See, speed is zero and let me write in words. Speed zero but and velocity non-zero. But it is not possible. It is not possible. This is false. Next one, C. What is that? With constant speed must have zero acceleration. See, when velocity is constant, acceleration must be zero. Yes, because A is defined as dv by dt. D by dt of a constant is zero, because a constant doesn't change with time. Therefore, this is true. Next, D. See, under this, see in our textbook, at the end of the book, answers are given to these questions. In that questions under C bit, he mentioned one thing. What is that? Suppose a body is moving like this in a straight line with some velocity with speed. After hitting the wall, it comes back with the same speed. Actually, if you speak about velocity, how do you say? If this is u bar, here velocity after collision will be minus u bar. Magnitude did not change, just direction is reversed. That's why minus sign kept. Okay, as far as magnitude is concerned, magnitude means speed. Speed is same. Okay, magnitude constant. Then, so in this example, what about acceleration? A is equal to v minus u by t. A is equal to v minus u by t. See, v is, see in place of v, let me substitute minus u and initial velocity u by t. That is minus 2u by t. See the time of collision, it is nearly zero. So A is equal to minus 2u by 0 means this gives infinity. This is unphysical. So this example cannot be given to say that a is even though speed is constant, acceleration need not be zero. To argue like that, this example cannot be given, because here you got the answer as infinity, which is unphysical. Therefore, this example cannot be given. When velocity is constant, acceleration is zero only. Next, with positive value of acceleration, must be speeding up. So what he says, if A is positive, velocity must increase. But for a freely falling body, A is equal to minus g. A is not positive. Even though A is not positive, as it is coming down, velocity increases. Therefore, this cannot be true. So, because we have chosen the upward direction as positive and downward direction as negative. Therefore, what he says, this is true. This can be true only when chosen positive direction is along the direction of motion. Now let us do additional problem 3.18. A police van moving on a highway with a speed of 30 km per hour fires a bullet at thief's car speeding away in the same direction with a speed this much. So here see, this is police van, this is thief van, this is moving with this speed, this is moving with this speed, and the police has fired a bullet with this speed. So with what speed it hits the thief's car? That is asked here. With what speed does the bullet hit the thief's car? Okay. First let me write speed of police van, Vp. See, this P is taken here. P means police. Speed of police van, how much? 30 kilometers per hour. If you multiply this by 5 by 18, you get the value in meter per second. So 6 5 is 6 3 is 25 by 3 meter per second. Now, speed of thief's van, how much it is? 192 kilometer per hour. TH stands for thief. Now, bullet speed. Speed of bullet with respect to police van. This is written as VBP. B means bullet, P means police. Okay. So, this is given as 150 meter per second. So, according to relative concept, this VBP can be written as VB minus VP. VBP value 150. VB value we don't know. VP value 25 by 3. So from this, VB is equal to 150 plus we got VB value. VB value means velocity of a bullet with respect to ground. So this is speed of bullet with respect to ground. This is, but what is asked? Speed of bullet with respect to thief's car is asked. So How we write this? But what is asked? Speed of bullet with respect to thief's car is asked. How we write this? Here B, from bullet you take B, from thief you take TH. That is equal to, this can be written as, see, velocity of bullet relative to thief's car. So this is written as VB minus VTH. So this is equal to VB value just now we calculated, and that is 475 by 3, and VTH, thief's van is moving with speed 160 by 3, and now 475 minus 160 by 3, that is equal to 315 by 3, that is equal to 105 meter per second. So this is the answer. See, next let us do additional problem 3.24. A boy standing on a stationary lift. So this is a stationary lift. Stationary means its velocity is 0. Throws a ball upward with the maximum initial speed he can equal to 49 meter per second. So a ball is thrown up with initial speed 49 meter per second. Okay. How much time does the ball take to return to his hands? So it goes up and comes into his hands. So ascending time plus descending time. Total flight time is asked. Okay, total flight time. Time of flight. How long it, time of flight means how long the ball stays in air. That is equal to time of ascent plus time of descent. Time of ascent formula u by g, time of descent also u by g, so you get 2u by g. So the time of flight is 2 into u value 49 by g value 9.8, so that we get 10 seconds. Now next what he says, if the lift starts moving up with uniform speed 5 meter per second, and the boy again throws the ball up with maximum speed he can, how long does the ball take to return to his hands? Now the lift is not stationary. It is moving with uniform velocity upward. And now again the boy has threw the ball with same velocity upward. This time, in this case, how much time it takes to move up and comes down? So in how much time it comes? What is the time of flight? Here also the time of flight will be 10 seconds only. Why? Why means here see the ball is starting, the ball is starting and reaching the same reference frame. Here the reference frame is at rest. It is starting from the rest frame and reaching the rest frame. Starting frame, reaching frame same. Here also the starting frame is at this much speed and the reaching frame also at the same speed. So the starting frame and reaching frame both are same. Therefore the time of flight doesn't change. Now let us see 3.25. On a long horizontally moving belt, a child runs to and fro with a speed 9 km per hour with respect to the belt between father and mother located 50 meter apart on the moving belt. See, this is moving belt. On the moving belt, here father is there, here mother is there, and the child is running from father to mother and mother to father with constant speed, that is 9 km per hour. So his speed is given with respect to belt. So how we write? See, we write speed of child with respect to belt 9 km per hour. See here the belt is moving with 4 km per hour. So speed of belt 4 km per hour. Okay. Now for an observer on a stationary platform outside, see here a stationary observer is there on the ground. He is on the ground and he is observing. So to his observation, questions are asked. So the questions are asked with respect to the stationary observer. Okay, what are the questions? First one, speed of the child running in the direction of motion of the belt. So speed of the child is asked in the direction of belt, that is to right hand side. So speed of child to right hand side, how much, that is asked. Okay. Velocity speed of child relative to belt. Let me write that v c h b. This can be written as v c h minus v b. According to the definition of the relative velocity, we write the equation like this. Okay, so speed of child relative to belt. See, in the a bit, the child is moving to right hand side, therefore that is positive. VCH minus VB, belt is moving to right hand side, positive. Now from this we get VCH is equal to 9 plus 4 is equal to 13 km per hour. So this is the answer. So here speed of child, this is speed of child with respect to ground. Okay, that is only asked. Now let us go for second one. What is the second one? Speed of the child running opposite to the direction of motion of the belt. Okay, now we can use again the same equation. VCHB is equal to VCH minus VB. Same equation we use, but sign convention. See, VCHB, how much? 9 km per hour. But here the child is moving from mother to father, to left hand side is moving, therefore this value must be taken minus, here minus 9. VB, velocity of bullet, the belt. The belt is moving to right hand side, therefore positive. So from this VCH is equal to minus 9 plus 4 minus 5. Kilometer per hour. This is another answer. Next, what is asked? Time taken by the child in A and B. Time taken is asked. Time is equal to distance by speed. So the boy is moving between father and mother, and the distance between them is, how much it is given? 50 meters. So the distance is given 50 meters by speed. The distance is constant. So now we should find time in case of A. But here the distance is in meters and the speed is in kilometer per hour. So this must be converted into meter per second. Fifty by 55 by 6 meter per second. For a time is equal to 50 meters by 55 by 6. So we get here. Now you need not convert. So this is a child speed with respect to ground. This we don't take, so you need not convert this. You need not convert this. Here and here the values are speed of child with respect to ground. These values are not required. These values are not required. Then which values are required? See, the parents are standing on the moving belt. Therefore, you have to take his speed with respect to the moving belt only. They are not standing on floor. They are not standing on ground. They are standing on the moving belt. Therefore, his speed, which speed must be taken? His speed relative to moving belt only should be taken. His speed relative to ground should not be taken. That is very, very important. Why? Because father and mother are standing on the moving belt. Therefore, his speed relative to moving belt only taken. So, the child speed relative to belt is 9 km per hour. So, this speed only should be taken. So I have written time taken is equal to distance between father and mother on moving belt divided by, so actually time is equal to distance by speed, but which distance, which speed, I am writing in detail. Distance between father and mother on moving belt divided by speed of child with respect to moving belt. So distance between father and mother, how much? 50 meters. And speed of child with respect to moving belt, speed of child with respect to moving belt is 9 km per hour. This must be converted into meter per second. .5 meter per second. Okay, so here the time taken. So how much time we are getting? See here, suppose in A the child is moving to right hand side. So to right hand side the displacement is positive and velocity also positive. So we get 20 seconds. This is for A. Time in case of A bit. Now time in case of B bit. Time in case of B bit. In B bit the child is moving from mother to father, that is to left hand side is moving. The displacement is to left hand side, so the distance is minus 50, the displacement. And with the speed also to left hand side minus. So in this case also we get 20 seconds. Now let us see 3.27. The speed time graph of a particle moving along a fixed direction is shown. Obtain the distance traversed by the particle between t is equal to 0 second to 10 seconds. See, this is speed time graph. So first A, distance traversed between t is equal to 0 and t is equal to 10 seconds. This is t is equal to 0, this is t is equal to second. So during the time interval, how much distance is covered by the particle? See, the distance traversed will be equal to area under the VT graph. Area under the VT graph. So we have to find area under the graph from t is equal to 0 to t is equal to 10 seconds. So here 0 to 10 means this is a triangle, and triangle area is half into base into height. Half base is see 10 minus 0, 10 units. Height is 12 units. So 60 meters. So this is the answer. Now next B. Distance traversed between t is equal to 2 seconds to 6 seconds. In next bit, distance traversed between t is equal to 2 seconds and t is equal to 6 seconds is asked. Here is the t is equal to 2 seconds. Here is the t is equal to 6 seconds. So at t is equal to 2 seconds, I have drawn a vertical line. At t is equal to 6 also, I have drawn a vertical line. See, like this. This is the textbook diagram. So in between 0 and 5, 2 will be here. So at t is equal to 2, I have drawn a vertical line. 6 means after 5 comes, no? So here at t is equal to 6, I have drawn another vertical line. So this vertical line, it cuts the side of the triangle here. So I have drawn a horizontal line. Here also at t is equal to 6. So this is x coordinate, where it cuts the side AB at F point it is cutting. Here I have taken horizontal line, and this gives the corresponding y coordinate. This is F means this also F. Here this is E means this also E. Okay. Now see area under the VT graph between t is equal to 2 and t is equal to 6, that is shaded. So this area gives the distance traversed. So how to find the area? You can see two trapeziums here, EA CD, one trapezium, AF GC, another trapezium. So now I can write here area of trapezium EACD plus area of trapezium AFGC. But what is the formula for area of trapezium? Area of trapezium, its formula is a half into sum of parallel sides into distance between them. So here first we are considering this trapezium, no? So half into here the parallel sides are AC and ED. So AC plus ED into the distance between the two parallel sides is CD or DC. Right. Now next let us consider this parallel this trapezium, half into sum of the parallel sides AC FG, AC plus FG into the distance between the two parallel sides is CG. Okay, now we want the values. Here AC how much? 12. See here it is. AC 12. Half in see. First let us write the values. Afterwards we can substitute. AC is equal to 12. Next, ED. But ED value we don't know. So how to find? See here, triangle OED and triangle OAC, these are congruent. See here, OE and OA both are on same line. Therefore, slope of OE and slope of OA will be same. I have written the same thing. Okay, slope of OE. How it is given? Change in y coordinates by change in x coordinates. That is height by base. This gives the slope. So what is the height? ED. Here base 2 units. That is equal to slope of OA. So its height is 12 units and its base is 5 units. So from this we get ED is equal to 12 by 5 into 2, that is 24 by 5. We got ED value. Similarly, let us take right side. So on right side, AF and AB. See, we can take FB and AB. Slope of FB is equal to slope of AB. Both are same. FB and AB both will have same slope. Slope of FB means its height is FG. Base is GB. Slope of AB, for AB height is 12, base is 10 minus 5. So here GB means, let me write here, GB means 10 minus 6. Or FG is equal to, here you get 4. So 12 by 5 into 4, 48 by 5. 48 by 5. FG value. So ED value, FG value we got. Let me note the values here. Now let us substitute. AC 12, ED 24 by 5 into DC. DC means 5 minus 2, 3. Plus 1 by 2 into AC. AC means 12. FG 48 by 5 into CG means 6 minus 5. We get 36 meters. This is the answer. Next, what is asked over the same problem? What is the average speed of the particle over the intervals in A and B? Average speed is asked. So average speed is equal to okay, average speed for time interval t is equal to 0 to t is equal to 10 it is asked. So in this case, what was the distance? 60 meters. So average speed is equal to distance is 60 meters and time taken is 10 minus 0. So 6 meter per second. Next, let us go for B. The B is from t is equal to 2 seconds to t is equal to 6 seconds. Now, in this case, velocity is equal to distance by time. So, how much is the distance in second case? 36 meters. So, 36 meters by time taken. So, times 6 minus 2. 36 by 4. 9 meter per second. Now 3.23 additional problem. A three-wheeler starts from rest, accelerates uniformly with 1 meter per second. See, initial velocity is 0. A is equal to 1 meter per second square on a straight road for time 10 seconds and then moves with uniform velocity. So for t greater than 10 seconds, it is moving with uniform velocity, that is v is equal to constant. When velocity constant, you say acceleration is equal to 0. This is second part. This is first part. Plot the distance covered by the vehicle during nth second versus n. Okay. Now we have to draw graph for distance traveled in. We are asked to draw graph for distance traveled in nth second versus that time. So first let us derive expression for distance traveled in nth second. Distance traveled in nth second is can be found by subtracting this from this. How? Distance traveled in n seconds minus distance traveled in n minus 1 seconds gives the distance traveled during nth second. Okay. So distance traveled in nth second is represented by Sn. And distance traveled in n seconds, let us show this by n minus, and distance traveled in n minus 1 seconds, let us show this as n minus 1. So general expression for distance traveled is ut plus half at square. So distance traveled in n seconds, that is actually, let me write, distance traveled in n seconds is equal to, see, initial velocity is 0, n seconds plus half into acceleration 1 meter per second time n square. So we are getting how much? Half n square. Now distance traveled in n minus 1 second. Initial velocity 0, 1 by 2 into 1 into n minus 1 whole square is equal to 1 by 2 n minus 1 whole square. Now Sn is equal to S of n minus S of n minus 1 is equal to half n square minus half n minus 1 whole square is equal to 1 by 2 n square minus n square plus 1 minus 2n. we get Sn is equal to 1 by 2 n square minus n square minus 1 plus 2n. We get n minus 1 by 2. N minus 1 by 2. Now we have to draw a graph taking n on x-axis and Sn value on y-axis.